All right, everyone, here we go with a cure for Cancer reading. I haven't done one of these in about a month. It is a good way for me to take a look at the soulmate cycle and what's going on. It's an all signs reading. I know it says Cancer. It's a cure for Cancer. Cancer is the theme energy of this particular soulmate cycle we're in. The North Node was in Cancer when this cycle began. That sets the theme. This is a flyover, right? Like an all signs reading, I fly over the soulmate cycle, except this time I'm just flying over in a helicopter. One angle. I want to take a look at the theme energy here. Very interesting. And this pre-shuffle talks a lot about what's going on with the energy right now of this week. Why I said in the weekly reading, maybe you should just enjoy the little, inner tube ride down the river. Don't think too far ahead. Just sort of live for the day, if you will. Because this is what's going on here. We've got tension building. Okay, and I'll explain why in a second. In fact, I'm even pulling a reading on it. If you looked at my schedule of readings, you'll see Jupiter in a tense square, drag them out in the street square with Saturn. And that's peaking around the full moon. And we're going to talk about it, though, because not unlike a big fight, like Rumble in the Jungle, like old Muhammad Ali and George Foreman fight, right? They did a lot of press before it. They did a lot of pumping up, PR, and all that kind of stuff, hype, if you will. Well, the energy's building for that square. Like I said, it peaks around the full moon around the 19th or so. That said, I've got a high priestess here. I've got hidden energy. And around that hidden energy is an emperor. All right? It's a masculine energy. Now, this could be this is happening externally and internally. Your own inner masculine energy. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. No genders here. We got both inside, right? Both energies need to be balanced. The masculine energy, it's hiding. It's building up. It's that, I don't know. It just seems to be building up energy. It's hidden. And I'll tell you what, it's hiding itself, it's building up, developing a story, developing its own truth, if you will. And I think, because I've got King and Queen of Swords together, there's a fight coming. There's something brewing here, but it leads to something good. It's what I wrote about in my August write-up. I said you can't judge anything as we go through August. Don't judge the presents, just keep opening the presents. And that's what's happening here. And it keeps coming up time after time I do the reading. But right now, and I'm probably going to pull on the Jupiter-Saturn square either tomorrow or Wednesday, one of those days. Okay? Because I want to pull it during the build-up. It's going to peak around the full moon. So when I pull the full moon reading, which will probably be on Sunday, we'll see that energy as it's peaking, but we'll know why that's happening. So when I say fight, do I think you're about to have a fight with somebody? I don't think so, but I do. I have said somebody's coming at you with their truth. Okay? And I think we have a crossing of swords here. We may. But it leads to something great. It leads to a new beginning in love. Or it might. All right? But right now, tension's building. There's a hidden energy. And hidden in that energy is a lot of masculine energy that's gathering strength. Putting its story together, if you will. I don't know. Let's see. Let's pull a Cure for Cancer reading. We pull 5 cards from the bottom, the environmental energy, and 4 cards from the top, how someone's behaving in that energy. All right? We clarify the top cards, of course. We'll see. Let's see where we go. Give me a Cure for Cancer reading, universe, for right now. Give me the energy of right now. It's one of those weeks. It's the hype before the fight. You know? I'll mention it on the reading, but the Jupiter squaring Saturn, it's like the typical fight a fight of wills that a teenager might have with their parents, sort of a thing, right? Mom and dad say no, teenager says yeah. Right? The teenager being Jupiter in that equation. It's a bit of that. Somebody here, I don't know, we'll see. I can't tell if they're developing their own truth or they're just afraid you're going to confront them with the real truth. I have no idea. Let's just find out. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Lovechair, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Starting with our 5 cards from the bottom, the environmental energy. Think of the environmental energy again as the air we're breathing, right? It stinks. It smells like cow manure right here with the 8 of Swords. The air we're breathing. How we behave in that air is on the top of the deck, and it'll be the 4 cards up here. All right. Now, I'm pulling on an incoming energy attached to you. The environmental energy around someone right now, very much in their head. There's a very hidden energy around you. They're keeping this inside. That's how it's hidden. You could be standing right next to this person. You have no idea what's going on in their head. This could apply to anybody you have a soul connection with right now. A boss at work. I have no idea. A coworker, a friend, a family member, a long-lost runner, whatever. Somebody very much keeping it inside. But this is building. right? It's building, building, building. Judgment. It's about to come back to life. Spring to life. Phoenix rising, right? A lot of heat, a hot energy. Our center card, the Knight of Wands, quick, showing up, boom, here it comes, right? Here comes those fast punches like in a boxing match. Knight of Cups over here, and our fifth card is the Five of Pentacles. This tells us what they're in their head about, because these two are right here. So, and I'll just show you the sixth card. It's the Five of Swords, just because you can see it when I pull that. It's not really part of this, but it is the Five of Swords. It's prepared. Someone's looking at how they've shot themselves in the foot, how they've sabotaged things. And it's going around, and I've got somebody here who's about to make a fast move. I've got fast energy here right in the center. I've got someone who, Phoenix rising energy, which is fast energy. And I've got a Knight of Cups. This is their intent. The Knight of Cups would provide the intent. It's nice. It's a nice intent, but the Knight of Wands, I don't know. Okay. All right, let's see what's on top. How are they behaving in this energy? Justice. See, the Devil. What's crossing that? The Queen of Cups. Yeah, look at the match on the card too. So it's the Devil crossed by the Queen of Cups. And what's red with Justice? Two of Swords. What did I say? Rewind. Didn't I say you'd be crossing swords? And I said that about the King and Queen of Swords up in the pre-shuffle. I did say it. Rewind. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. So I see. This is the part. This is why this smells like cow manure. And this is why this person keeps leaving themselves out in the cold and sabotaging themselves. This is the most love I could pull from the deck. And it's somebody here who's demonizing their feelings for you. Someone here in this energy right now is getting angry. There's a bit of anger here. A little bit. There's some resentment. There's a mix of resentment. I would call it resentment and anger, sort of a thing blending together. Someone here resents that they actually feel these, that they want to give you the full cup. They resent going in. That's why they show up, even though their intent is Knight of Cups, they show up Knight of Wands here. Somebody here just can't get past themselves. They can't see the forest for the trees. I do have you confronting them. I do have a conversation happening here with the Two of Swords. It's red with Justice. I do have the black cat and the white cat having a conversation. But only one truth comes out, the victor in the end, and I believe it's yours. See, there's only one sword there, right? You're holding the sword of truth, your side. They believe they are. They're mistaken because the devil's there. All right? I believe that's true. All right. Let's see. Let's clarify some shit. Let's grab the light seer. Let's clarify it. Let's go. All right. All right, let's talk about Justice. Who's holding the right sword? Now, I know they believe they're holding the right sword. I don't know. Somebody might try to shift blame on you in this energy. And you might ask, why? It's this Jupiter-Saturn thing. It's a defiant kind of energy. It really is. It's underlayering everything. It's why I told you, don't think too far ahead this week. Just take things as they come. Temperance is your friend. Remember, Temperance came out as a major arcana that I threw for you. We talked about it in the second half of the month reading. Showed up again in the same type of topic. Showed up again in the extended. It is what it is. Right now, we're pulling on that incoming energy. Somebody coming with what they think is the only truth. And they're wrong because they're listening to the goat. You know, you can't listen to the goat. It'll leave you out in the cold every time. The goat wants you here. Just like the con man, they want you here. And the Eight Swords, the prison of the mind. Of course they do. Yeah. Why is Justice here? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Yeah, it's crossed by the sun. Somebody thinks they're right. You know that old Dr. Phil thing he used to say all the time, you want to be right or do you want to be happy? This person wants to be right. If they was to answer him, this person wants to be right. Somebody, it's one of the few yes cards in the tarot, and that's what's coming out here. And somebody thinks if they share their truth, it's the only way they're going to be happy. They're going to put you in their place. That's why we had, remember the pre-shuffle. Remember the Alamo? And remember the pre-shuffle. In the pre-shuffle, we had the King and Queen of Swords right next to each other. When that happens in a reading, typically, there's an argument coming. There's swords being crossed. Sure enough, in the final outcome of this reading, we have two swords being crossed. But we're in the lead up to it right now, right? Just like in the Rumble in the Jungle with Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, there was a build-up to the fight. On the fight day, yeah, swords were crossed, or boxing gloves in that case. But Spoiler alert, you know, Foreman didn't do well. But anyway, swords, boxing gloves were crossed. But it was the very famous fight because of the rope-a-dope. It was where Muhammad Ali he just wore Foreman out. That's all. Just let him just keep throwing punches. Foreman was so fucking tired, he just got laid out at the end. And Muhammad Ali called it the rope-a-dope. Why am I telling you that? Why am I giving you that little piece of boxing history? You're like, Steve, I don't give a fuck about boxing. Well, you should, because you're Muhammad Ali in this analogy. And right here, you got George Foreman coming towards you. Okay? I don't joke about anything or say anything that's not in the energy. It's how I read energy. You need to rope-a-dope this son of a bitch. They coming at you with somebody who's attached to you is coming in hot with what they think is the truth. They have good intent underneath it. They have a lot of feelings for you, but they resent those feelings. This devil has them a little bit on the defiant side. They coming in, just let them talk. Don't cross swords with this person. You're getting that information about the crossing of swords, so you don't cross swords. Don't be stupid. If somebody wants to come at you with their truth, let them. Right? If they want to think they're right, let them. What do you care? What does it matter? Right? People get so crazy. Wars are fought. People get killed because of opposing views. I mean, in the most dramatic sense. It's crazy. Just whatever. Live and let live. That's what I want the DFs to start adopting. You know, everybody got their own point of view. Let them have it. You know, take pieces of it that work for you, incorporate it into your own, whatever, but always develop your own point of view. I got somebody here who's coming towards you. You need to rope-a-dope them. Just wear them out. They're going to tell you their truth 900 times, and they're going to be so tired at the end of it that when you share your truth, you just lay them out. You just knock them out because they don't have any energy left to fight you on it. All right? That's it. I mean, it's pretty simple. What's going on? What's on top? So, look at this. Look at this. I did not know the Empress was here. The best tits in the tarot falling right there on top of Justice. You have got the right truth. You need to embody the Empress. The Empress in this case, perfect Empress energy. The perfect embodiment of it was Muhammad Ali in the Rumble in the Jungle. Just let him, just wear him out. That's it. Somebody wants to throw punches? Throw your punches, motherfucker. Yep, you dumb shit, right? You know, the best you're going to do now is go and make a grill. That's it. That's the best you're going to do. You're going to teach us how to grill at home and get the fat out of it. At the end of the day here, you have to embody this energy. If you do that, you know, the universe says it's justice for you in the end anyway. Somebody think they come in with the truth and they're not. There's no need to cross swords with this person at all. Let them speak it. They already know they're wrong. That's the funny part about this devil energy crossed by the Queen of Cups. The love is true, trying to convince themselves that it's not for some reason. Or resent it. They resent it. Why is the Empress here? The Hermit. Yeah. Just take the Zen approach here. Okay? There's a communication coming your way for sure. I mean, it's in the cards. It's in the energy. I would take the Zen approach. I'm just going to paraphrase the energy. Take the Zen approach. Right? Don't even pay attention. Just keep fixing your hair, putting your makeup on, whatever the hell she's doing, right? Whatever it is, just keep doing what you're doing. Just let them talk. You're going to rope-a-dope with this particular thing. I mean, it's really, really crystal clear here. Tell me about the devil. Tell me about the devil. It's a common principle of psychology. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do. If somebody comes at you crazy, be crazier, right? In that case, you know, the crazier person wins. I mean, there's all sorts of techniques you could do to avoid crossing swords with someone. You know, you have to beat their crazy or something like that. But this is a little bit, somebody here, this is a little bit crazy because there's a lot of love here. It's the most love I can pull from the deck. And I get within the environmental energy is their intent, which is really nice. But this devil energy, which I'm pulling on right now, this ought to be fun. Tell me about the devil. Why is it here? Yeah, they don't want it. Don't want the love. It gets in the way of their superficial life. Can I phrase it that way? These feelings are getting in the way of fun. This Queen of Wands, Fakey McFakerman, my socialite queen, male or female, just wants to have fun, wants to look at the superficial, wants to have the $20,000 purse, but doesn't want to think about the fact that she can't really afford it. Somebody here just wants to have fun. They don't want to think about these feelings. They don't want to feel these feelings. And they can't help it. And so they villainized them in some way. What's going on? Tower. I believe it. I mean, again, the devil says no, 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 right? These feelings coming in, no, no. Why is the tower here, the star? The tower leads to a star, typically, I'll say that. Here it is, in real time. The time is right for this person to learn a lesson here, okay? It's like George Foreman learned a lesson. He thought he'd overpower Muhammad Ali. Could he? Sure. Muhammad Ali was not a powerful fighter. He was a dancer. By his own admission, that's not me saying that, he didn't have the power of somebody like Foreman. You're going to teach this person a lesson. It's time for this person to tear down this devil. It's time. I think when they speak their truth, they don't even believe it, to be honest with you. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Let's find out about this love they have for you. Enough psychology, enough bullshit. What's going on? The Queen of Cups. Why is it here? It's crossed by the Six of Cups. Something about the energy of this week is really stirring up their emotions. Okay, I don't know what. But in the environmental energy is the Six of Cups. What's going on? What's on top? The Five of Cups. This might be for some of them, this might be the anniversary of a loss. This could be. It's some kind of, I know it's not typical of the Five of Cups, and I'm just reading energy. It's just what's reflecting here. There's something this week is stirring up the emotions, the love in this person. And I don't know specifically what it is, but it is nostalgia. It reminds them of a loss. The feelings that this person has for you might make them feel better. They might be missing you. This could be even a family member activating here. One who you don't get along with very well. They wish they had a better relationship with you. You know, they start sending you all kinds of weird pictures and stuff. You're like getting weird messages from them. Like, what the fuck's this about? You know, kind of a thing. I mean, it could be any of that. There's just a somber element that's making them feel you. Why is the Five of Cups here? The Magician. Somebody wants to change their relationship with you. This is somebody who ran from you, or a family member who you don't have a close relationship with, or a friend that wants to be closer, or something more. Could be any of that. They want to transform this. This card backs up what I said. This is transformation, right? They're feeling bad about something this week, which is amping up their feelings for you, and they want to transform this feeling bad, right? Why is the Five of Cups here? The Magician. They want to transform it. They want to not feel this connection, because the devil says that, but in feeling the connection, it makes them feel better at the same time. So again, they're learning a lesson. I'm not saying you're going to punch a person. I'm just saying they're going to learn a lesson this week about this, right? They want to shut these feelings down the moment they come in, and the moment they do that, they feel worse. It's all because there's something happening with this person. They're about to learn a lesson. Nobody learns, well, very few in the major arcana learn more lessons than the goddamn magician, right? They're just starting out. They're the novice. They should absorb lessons. It's all about the lesson learner. Let's talk about these two crossed swords here, okay? Now again, I don't think you should cross swords with this, whoever this energy is. If it's a family member, if it's a friend, if it's that long lost runner, whatever it is, if somebody wants to come at you with their truth, you go into hermit mode. You could look at it that way. You tap into your higher self. You tap into your empathy, your empress energy. Just let them, again, rope-a-dope, right? Just rope-a-dope, tire them out. And then you could speak your truth. Don't cross swords, you speak your truth separately. The Empress would say something to the effect of, okay, are you done? Yeah. Are you listening now? Yeah. And then the Empress speaks. We don't talk over each other. We don't cross swords. There's no need for that. It's like Muhammad Ali knew that. He knew he's not going to go toe-to-toe with George Foreman. He's going to get his ass kicked. The guy's got a powerful punch. You got to wear him out. Just put your guard up and let him keep throwing. By the time he was all done, he laid him right out. And that's that famous poster that they show of Foreman laid out, basically. That's what needs to happen here. It's exactly what's playing out. It's why I'm talking about it. It's amazing. All right, here we go. Two of Swords. Just remember, you're Muhammad Ali in this analogy. Two of Swords. Tell me about it. Am I right? Of course I am. It's crossed by the Ace of Swords. This is two Ace of Swords crossing. What did I say? Rewind. I said do not cross swords. This is one Ace of Swords crossing it. Okay? Only one person is right. But you're not going to ever, this is the way it goes a lot of times with arguments, okay, with situations like this. And again, this may not be your runner. This could be a family member who wants a closer relationship with you, a friend who wants, somebody here wants to be right, and they think they're right, all right? You never get anywhere by, no, you're wrong. No, I'm right. No, you're wrong. And crossing the swords. Never. Just let them talk. They will talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And then you hit them with what's actually right. This sword, Archangel Michael's sword of truth, has much more power when it's not being drowned out by a bunch of bullshit. All right? What's on top? The Eight of Cups. And Coward of the County. Well, it's the Coward of the County. It's that song. You don't have to fight to be a man, right? That kind of thing. Sometimes it's okay just to walk away, right? Walk away from trouble when you can. It's the Eight of Cups here. It's something gets settled in this. This ties a lot to that Ace of Cups that was up there in the pre-shuffle. Something gets settled here, all right? But only if we don't cross swords. It's just the way it is. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Three of Pentacles. The only way we move on from I'm right, no, I'm right. This is a great big, I'll tell you what, I'll take away the analogy because it's still right, but I'll take away the rumble in the jungle analogy and I'll take it back to third grade. This is an energy attached to this of the classic third grade playground argument. I know you are, but what am I? Right? This is a back and forth. I know you are, but what am I? Right? Well, I think, you were wrong, but I know you are, but what am I? It's fucking annoying. It pisses off third graders all over the world, and it'll piss you off too. The only way we get past this is if we don't play that game. And I say that because I got little children here. These two would be totally, I know you are, but what am I? We can move on and start over here. There can be something new with this person. I feel for a lot of you, this is a family member you have a soul tie with. But it's also, or a friend kind of a thing. I don't feel this as much as the long-lost runner, although for a few of you that can be the case. But I do think until we move on here, we're not going to move on into walking toward the Nine of Cups and happiness by crossing swords. We're not going to do that. There's only one truth. Both parties can't be right. You let the person who thinks they're right, the strongest, do all the talking. Wear them out. It's a rope-a-dope. And straight up. Otherwise, it's just a match back and forth, and nothing gets accomplished. It's just a match in this energy of I know you are, but what am I? And that's endless. It just goes on, and then it leads to the mimicking, right? Where someone says something, and then you say it like them, like they say, you did it, I know you did. You did it, I know you did. And it goes back and forth. Then it becomes infuriating, and then it just escalates, and it becomes a whole pile of shit. All right? That's just what's going on here. That's what's in this energy. And it ties a lot to the Jupiter and Saturn square. It really does. It's a very tense square. It's a classic argument. It's a classic whatever. You are being encouraged to be the bigger person here. The DF side is the bigger person. What's happening is the DM side is hiding in the shadows and working out its plan, working out its truth, working out what's going to do. The DF energy is putting on its earrings and doing its hair, metaphorically speaking, just looking at the card here, right? Not even worried about it. Don't worry about anything, right? It's fine. All right, here we go. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Give me 3 cards and a crossing card. What else you want to tell everybody here? Sum all this up for me. There's a lot going on in the soulmate cycle right now. It's not always easy to explain. That's why I like analogies. It's straight up. Somebody thinks they're right and they're coming at you with it. I think you have a differing opinion. One side has the truth. It looks like it's the DF side. So your best play is to not cross swords. You will not change somebody's mind, but you can wear them out and move on, right? Even if it's just a stalemate, you just move on. One or the other. You're not gonna. It is what it is. All right. Yeah. King of Wands, Justice. Justice is over here. 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is over here. And here's a Queen of Swords holding 1 sword of truth. Okay? Justice can be had here if you give the King of Wands, right? What do we call the King of Wands around here? The Burger King. Doesn't matter. It doesn't just apply to the runners. It applies to the DM side in general. in this particular soulmate cycle, except for a few enlightened ones that come here. They think they got to have things their way. Somebody coming and get things their way. They think they're right. Just don't get into it with this person here. Let them speak their truth. There's no other way. There's nothing. You got a Burger King. They got to have it their way. So give it to them their way. The best way to get anything, really, I think, from someone else is to make them think it's their idea. I know a lot of people get insulted by that. They think, oh, well, that's insulting someone's intelligence. Maybe, but most people don't do things unless they think it's their idea. They think they're in control. Companies do it to you all the time with their advertising. They make you think you're in control. All kinds of things with settings and all that. You have no control over shit. Half of the time, it doesn't even do anything, right? Like those progress indicators on your screen when you're downloading things. You know that's bullshit, right? It doesn't mean a damn thing. It's just there, right? It's just people like to feel like I can see what's going on. I'm in control. It is what it is. So that's what came out. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope you rope-a-dope in this energy. Good luck.